Up new on 27 News at 10 tonight. For the past 3 weeks, area contractors have pitched in hours of volunteer work to help a Madison family get rid of lead in their home. In a down-to-earth report tonight on 27 News at 10, Carl Agnelli looks at what it takes to make a home lead-free.
And you have to consider this house behind me here was constructed a good 20 years before the government banned lead in paint. That's why when you walk up to the front door of the home of George and Jennifer Timmers near the Schenck Elementary School area, you see signs telling you to beware. The homeowners learned their young 2-year-old child had high lead levels shortly after they moved here about a year ago. So they had an expert come in, and that person found lead almost everywhere, on the walls, the windows, even in the bathtub.
I'm really paranoid because he had elevated lead levels. So we haven't opened our windows for a whole year, the whole year that we've been there.
As you could probably tell there too, the wife Jennifer, she's expecting her second child any day now. So in comes the Madison Area Builders Association with their second annual Green Home Makeover. Tonight at 10, how that family's been coping with those high levels of lead and what's going to take the contractors here to retrofit this house to just get rid of it altogether. We'll also have advice for homeowners, but especially parents, what they should do, how to test their house for high lead levels. And Diana, if that's the case, where they go from there.
A scary thought at that. All right, thanks, Carl Agnelli, reporting live for us tonight. Now that family will return back to their home on Friday.
Madison couple's been out of their home for the last 2 weeks because of worries over lead, and they can't afford to pay for repairs.
They have a small child and another one on the way, so a group of area volunteer contractors decided they were the perfect fit for the second annual Green Built Makeover. In a down-to-earth report tonight, Carl Agnelli looks at how they're making sure one family's home is lead-free.
As you walk up to this pretty modest East Madison home, you see an ominous warning. It is otherwise not obvious, but lead is all around here. So much that the home's owners, George and Jennifer Timmer and their 2-year-old child,
he had elevated lead levels,
are now living 10 miles away until those problems are fixed. And there are many, so much that the Madison Area Builders Association picked this for their second annual Green Home Makeover.
As the Timmers would open and close the window, little bits of lead dust would flake off and get on whatever was surrounding.
From the living room to the bathtub,
the original glazing has lead content in it, so you can see the little fleck here.
To the paint outside, lead is everywhere.
In fact, lead is such a problem around this house right now that the family's young kid can't even play on the patio because all the lead paint that's peeling away out here.
That's a concern because it can cause a host of health problems to young kids under 6. By the time this makeover is complete, however, $40,000 will be spent on new windows.
We've already started taking out the old windows and replacing them.
A new tub.
One of the things that we're doing is putting a new bathtub liner over this.
And a new hood above the stove to help with ventilation and humidity. The outside will also become problem-free.
And anything that is loose or chipped is going to be stabilized first, and then it will be covered over permanently with new siding so that it's safe.
It was like a dream come true, you know. You never think it would happen to you.
And then this couple can finally open their windows and let their son take a bath.
He doesn't know,
yeah.
But it'll be a lot less, we won't have to worry so much, and so it'll be just a more enjoyable environment.
Yeah.
Bringing relief to those homes' owners as much as anyone. Carl Agnelli, 27 News.
The Timmers should be allowed back into their home on Friday. As for lead, here are 5 things you should know. The U.S. government banned lead paint in 1978, but it's likely to be in homes built before then. The CDC recommends kids be checked for lead at ages 1 and 2. Anyone younger than 6 should be checked. You can buy home lead test kits. Most cost between $10 and $20. Lead exposure can cause a variety of symptoms from headaches to nausea to memory loss.
Coming up new on 27 News at 10, for the second straight year, a Madison homeowner is getting an environmental makeover. Carl Agnelli visited with him. This is about more than just saving money, though. It's about their health. The Madison Area Builders Association picked this house because of lead, Carl.
Yeah, exactly, Greg. In fact, the young family who lives in this house has a 2.5-year-old, and that son, had high levels of lead in his system. So in a down-to-earth report airing on 27 News at 10, we will introduce you to the Timmer family. They are living in a spare house about 10 miles from here right now because of that lead. Their home near Shank Elementary School in East Madison had high levels of it in many places. One of those, the bathtub.
Original glazing has lead content in it, so you can see the little fleck here. One of the things that we're doing is putting a new bathtub liner over this.
And so tonight at 10, how living in a house like this has just really changed this family's lives upside down, and how much it will cost, granted in volunteer efforts and donations, before they can repair the home so it will be safe again for the Timmers. We'll also run down a list of things any family should know when it comes to lead.
All right, a lot of older homes definitely fit the bill there. Carl,
Indeed.
Thanks. We'll look at 10 for you. Last year, the Builders Association made $100,000 worth of upgrades to a home on East Dayton Street. That house was 100 years old and didn't even have insulation. New Madison family living in the Oldbrook neighborhood is celebrating tonight. They have a new home thanks to the second annual Green Home Makeover. George Timmer's family was just one of Madison's families in need of help. The Timmers discovered their 2-year-old had high levels of lead toxicity. It was found that there was the home was unlivable because of the lead. Not anymore, thanks to Project Home and the Madison Area Builders Association. The family's home received substantial improvements and is now also more energy efficient.
Much more than we could have
Ever imagined.
Yeah. Much. I mean, we would have been. We've said it before, but totally happy with just no lead. You know, get the lead out.
And all these extra things that they've done for us.
To improve.
Healthier and greener all at the same time. Congratulations, Timmers. This afternoon, the house was opened up to the public to see the green upgrades.
Congratulations, that's great. New here at 5.